Hey guys, Dr. Kahu here and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be doing a new what if, okay guys, and it is what if Naruto trained like Saitama? How would this affect Naruto Shippuden, Naruto the Last, and hopefully Boruto, okay? Now, as usual, I'm going to give you guys a rundown upon how this came about, and I'm going to justify it in the laws of Naruto, okay? As we all know, it took 1 year for Saitama to do 100 press-ups, sit-ups, squats, and 10-kilometer run every day to reach this god power. So I'm going to justify this in the realm of Narutoverse, where I take Saitama's nearly godlike powers and boost and incorporate it into the Narutoverse, and I think I have a way to do so, and I hope you like it, okay? And to justify the means between one and the other, okay guys? So without further ado guys, let's get into this what if, okay? Now this what if is, let's reiterate, what if Naruto trained like Saitama? Part 1. Now our stories don't want to take place like every other what if stories I've done back in the beginning when Naruto was a kid, baby, all was born. No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell the story of Naruto leaving for 2.5 years of training with Jiraiya, okay? So let's begin. So on the first year of Naruto's training, Jiraiya is pretty much pushing Naruto to master the Rasengan, and not only that, make the big Rasengan and utilize his clone jutsus and fighting. So that's Naruto for the first year, hardcore training, hardcore non-stop doing that. And like in canon, for the first year, he gets that, so he gets a little bit stronger. Now in this timeline, Jiraiya has to do more research and more spying to amplify his network, so he has to go away sometimes to leave Naruto for a bit. So what he does is, after the first year of training, he tests Naruto and he's impressed with Naruto's strength, and then from there he tells Naruto to try to do some other, like, mold your chakra, but try some other form of training, try some mundane form of training. And when Naruto thinks about, he goes, what do you mean? He goes, well, you're good at taijutsu, but you're not as fast as Sasuke nor Lee, you're not as fast as Neji either, but you're quite powerful, yes, Naruto. And Naruto looks around and he goes, but I managed to defeat Neji. And then Jiraiya goes, yeah, with sheer numbers and your determination, and not only that, the Nine-Tails chakra. Naruto looks at Jiraiya stumped, kind of irritated Jiraiya's doubt in skills. And then what happens is Jiraiya goes, don't worry Naruto, I do believe you're a strong ninja, don't get me wrong. You're a really powerful, you're a powerful student, just like how the 4th Hokage was a powerful student. You are also one. But I'm just trying to encourage you to do some shit at Genjutsu, Naruto. Very shit, I'll give you that. Okay, and not only that, your chakra use is okay at bare minimum because of the Nine-Tail suppression, but so what do? We'll focus on your taijutsu. Now before I go Naruto, I have a simple training regimen I want you to go. I learned this from an old sage a long time ago. He wasn't all super powerful, but he did this technique for a while and it made him strong, okay? And the technique is 100 press-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, 10-kilometer run every day, and eat a well diet. And that's it, Naruto. That's all you do. And at the end of the day, you infuse your chakra, okay, Naruto? Naruto's like, okay then, easy, I got this. Jiraiya goes, okay then, well, I'm off. Boom, poofs away. Naruto goes, damn it, poofy sage. So what Naruto does, he goes, okay, if Jiraiya Sensei says I do nothing else but this one workout and what's it called, balanced diets, then that's fine. So what happens is the first 2 days Naruto goes easy as he can do the 100 press-ups easy as, he can do the 100 sit-ups and squats easy as, because he's a ninja, he infuses chakra to help bolster his strength, you know. So what happens is, as Naruto slowly but surely as the days go by, he starts to feel stagnating, bored, slow, because he can easily run 100 meters, 10 kilometers easy. But he just listens to Jiraiya. Jiraiya pops in on him so time and time again on Naruto's training and sees that Naruto's starting to get there. So what Jiraiya says to Naruto, tells Naruto that he'll every month, when Naruto has completed the month of this training for a whole year, you want to be testing your power out on me, okay, Naruto? Naruto goes, fair enough, previous sage. So what happens for the first month, Naruto trains, and he doesn't realize, but he got actually quite strong, and only that he has pushed his body and mind further just by doing this simple technique. He doesn't realize. And then when he fights Jiraiya, him and Jiraiya are amazed at how powerful Naruto has become just by doing that simple training. Naruto jumping backwards and forward, he's pushing himself, jumping back and forth, dodging and kicking Jiraiya. Like, Jiraiya's impressed that Naruto's keeping up with him. But in the end, Jiraiya gets Naruto, hits him in the gut. Naruto falls to the ground, injured and he's feeling sore, but he's quite happy that he got so far. He didn't need to rely on the QB tracker to get that far with Jiraiya. Jiraiya looks at Naruto and he's quite impressed that this training worked on Naruto. And Jiraiya goes, well, keep it up, Naruto. And Naruto goes, thank you, Sensei. Naruto sits down, he's amazed at how strong he got, how fast he has gotten just by this stupid mundane technique. He thinks that he should amplify it, at least do like 1,000 press-ups, 1,000 sit-ups and all that stuff. But and as he goes to think about this, Jiraiya tells Naruto, I hope you're sticking to the same exact regiment that you have learnt, Naruto? Naruto smiles and goes, yes I am, Sensei, and goes, cool. Well, keep going then, Naruto. So every day Naruto trained, and he when he did have free time, he practices with his Zengon and his Shadow Clone Jutsu, you know, keeps some free time. Because over a couple of days, Naruto gets after a few months of this training, Naruto gets very bored. He's getting really strong, yes, but he's getting very strong. Now, what happens is, unless what if something's going to happen in 6 months. In 6 months of Naruto's training, he has gotten increasingly much more stronger than in canon. Really strong. And what happens is, as him and Jiraiya are visiting a near place, a bath, a hotel, whatever, Naruto and Jiraiya attack there, and what happens to Naruto? Without even trying, one of the guys swiping Naruto with a katana, and just like how Saitama bites the Speedo Sonic's katana blade, Naruto does the same thing. But what happens as this blade gets towards Naruto, Naruto is able to react. He doesn't know how, none of them know how, but this blade was right next to his face, and how he reacted was something in his mind triggered. Something in his mind triggered as the attack come near him. And as the attack neared his face, one of the inner 8 gates opens up in Naruto's mind unintentionally. And Naruto turns, boom, and blitzes the knife and completely destroys it. And Jiraiya sees this notable change in Naruto. Naruto just got instantly aware of his physical and all his attacks and everything just been amplified. He just knows that, and he beats on these men really fast. Jiraiya's impressed. He's amazed that Naruto has just exhibited this immense strength, you know, after 6 months. And as they're dealing with these guys, Naruto unintentionally opens the second gate. He doesn't know this. Neither does Jiraiya. Jiraiya just sees Naruto suddenly just instantly sped up and instantly got stronger. So Naruto sees that too, and he's telling Jiraiya that he's not drawing off the QB chakra. So he doesn't know. And Naruto lands and he's like, okay. Naruto doesn't know that he has the 2 gates open. Well, at this present time, one of them fully open always now, the first gate. So Naruto's mind and everything's like super functional. He's like pushed to his limit. So what happens to Naruto? Yep, for the next 6 months, trains hardcore. And now let me just pin something, you guys. Okay. Now what I'm going to use for the principle of Naruto's Saitama powers, or Saitama's boost, as I'm going to call it, is the inner 8 gates. Now I'm going to use the inner 8 gates for this situation is because Saitama pushed his physical body to his maximum point, where he gets this limitless growth. And with the guy, he does and Lee, they did the same thing to the point where they have the inner 8 gates. Now what happens is, how Naruto does this unintentionally, it's going to be a natural thing for him. Not only that, the 9 tails chakra that Naruto has within him is going to be aiding in the sustaining and the healing of his body to the point where you'll get the jizz after a whole year. Okay, guys. Right, so back into the story. After a whole year of Naruto training of this, he doesn't lose his hair at all, but he is really strong. Jiraiya sees that. So what? And Jiraiya is like, he just is amazed. After a whole year of training, Naruto has got this strong. And what I mean by this strong, Naruto can unintentionally go into the 6th gate instantly without trying, and he has no adverse effects from entering the 8 inner gates at all. And not only that, his base form always is the 2nd gate. He's in his 1st and 2nd gate phase every day. Naruto, he does, and he can never turn it off. Naruto's body is pretty much, Naruto physically pushes his body to the limits to the point where even the 8 inner gates will not fuck him up. And why I state that is, as I said, Saitama again. In a year of training like that way, he became a god. He can punch things that split the world's cloud apart. You get what I mean? And that's 1 year of training. I'm gonna justify this in the sense where Naruto can use the inner 8 gates, and I'm gonna state this right now. Naruto can use the 8th gate of death without no repercussions of dying or physical trauma. He'll just get chakra drained, and that's it. Okay, but he's gonna be like Saitama in a sense, oblivious to it, very strong. Okay. And he's going to be the same Naruto, the same clumsy Naruto idiot, Know that he's gonna still be respectful to his elders. So you know the gist of Naruto. So what happens is as Jiraiya and Naruto's final time on spars go, Jiraiya tells Naruto he's gonna go all out. So what Jiraiya does is puts his hands together, tells Naruto to wait for a bit. Naruto smiles and he waits, of course. And I failed to mention that within the last 6 months of Naruto training, Jiraiya saw that Naruto's training was slacking or slagging off in a sense where there was nothing to him. So Jiraiya started putting weights on Naruto's arms and legs and his waist, same kind of leg weights that Lee had, but these are on his arms, both his legs, and his waist area to hold him down and make him strong. So Naruto has at least has at least 3 times the weight that Lee had when he removed his one fighting Gaara. So what happens is Naruto, as Jiraiya summons as Jiraiya summons Ma Toad on his shoulders to get him into imperfect sage mode, Naruto removes the bands off his arms and drops them. He removes the bands around his waist and his legs, and he drops them. And Jiraiya is massively impressed that Naruto was able to easily handle this weight. And what happens? Naruto and Jiraiya begins their fight, and it's quite epic, really epic. Naruto instantly leaves Jiraiya's sight, but thanks to Sage Mode and Frog Kumite for Ma Sage, Jiraiya is able to just anticipate Naruto's movement, and he's impressed. Naruto is strong. Jiraiya in base form would be able to take Naruto on in this form at this present time. Naruto is just using a second gate power, and as he's going, he's starting to increase his attacks. He barely uses his Shadow Clone Jutsu. He does if he needs to, but thanks to his new power, newfound strength, and everything like that, and not needing to rely on the Shadow Clones, Naruto has gotten much stronger. And Jiraiya is impressed as their fists clash. They do echoes on the ground, some reminiscent of Dragon Ball Z, how when their fists clash and breaks craters. Same kind of concept, imperfect Sage Mode Jiraiya and second gate Naruto are going at it, but Naruto is still at a disadvantage as compared to Jiraiya at this present point because of Jiraiya's connection to Sage Energy and Ma Toad. So when Naruto jumps back, he sees that and he goes to infuse chakra in the essence. But when he starts to infuse chakra, something starts to happen. Another gate starts to open, and he feels this too. And as he opens this gate fully, his power fully, he goes instantly into the 6th gate. His chakra's fully powering up. Naruto's his body goes red, of course, like Lee's, but what he sees is the green chakra, just like Lee does. What the hell? And Jiraiya sees it and he's shocked. Naruto's in the 8 gates. Ma and Pato can sense this and feel this massive amount of chakra. Jiraiya's looking at Naruto. Naruto, when did you learn the 8 gates? Naruto goes, I have no idea. The training that you forced me to do, Jiraiya Sensei. I don't know. Naruto's shocked. He's like, huh? And Jiraiya's so impressed, and Jiraiya's asking Naruto, do you feel any discomfort using this technique? Naruto goes, no, I don't, not at all. He's just standing there as the green energy flows over him. His body's got that vein, but there's no stress on his body. As Naruto's standing there like this, something happens within his body. The Ninetales feels this power that Naruto has unlocked, and he starts to get scared. He's looking at it, he feels like through his psyche he sees Naruto's body, and he sees this massive power that Naruto has just unlocked. It's incredible, more power than he has ever felt before. As the Ninetales but Naruto has it dormant. He's only just tapped into this true power of his. And the Ninetales is scared, very scared. He sits back just watching, shit. Because at first he doubted that Naruto kind of mocked him through his training. But now that Naruto is this powerful, he's like, wow, I need to pretty much watch what I say. So at this point, if Naruto was to open the gate and the Ninetales was to come out, Naruto would be able to knock him out with his power. Be able to push the Ninetales back. And because he'll go full power and attention, of course, that's straight to the 7th gate. But right now, Naruto unintentionally has gone to the 6th gate and he's opened it. He's standing right in front of Jiraiya. And Jiraiya goes, oh, this is going to be an interesting fight, right, Naruto? And Naruto goes, let's go, Sensei. Naruto gets into the position to fight instead of Jiraiya with this Ma and Pato. And Ma and Pato are looking at each other this boy is very interesting. This is Minato's child, eh? And Jiraiya goes, yep. And what happens is Naruto blitzes towards Jiraiya, and Jiraiya goes full power, blitzes at Naruto. And what happens is their clash is massive. They're going back and forth hardcore. Naruto's using his super duper speed and strength to keep up with Jiraiya's Sage Mode speed and strength. And for the most part, Naruto's doing really well, and Jiraiya's impressed. He gets to the point where they both get knocked back and clash one more time. and then Jiraiya lands on the ground, puts his hands up, and summons a Rasengan, a real powerful Rasengan. So what Naruto does, he does the same thing. He puts his hand back, and he's about to summon a Shadow Clone, but what happens? He has confidence in himself not to need a Shadow Clone, so what he does is he looks at his hand, he builds the chakra up in his hand, and what happens? The Rasengan instantly appears right in front of him, and he kind of shouts to himself in his mind, like, yes! I don't need a Shadow Clone to do this! And then what happens? Naruto sees the size of Jiraiya's Rasengan, so Naruto seems to power his Rasengan up. Him and Jiraiya get into position to clash. And Pato goes, this is going to be massive. And Mark goes, are we going to survive this? Jiraiya goes, don't worry, I got Choose. He does his Raging Lion meme and puts it over both of them. Just to hug them, and Jiraiya just to protect them both. Even though the Sage, the Toast, Jiraiya, cares for them. So what happens, as they both rush at each other, Naruto goes, are you ready, Sensei? And he's like, oh, with his handful, and Jiraiya kind of laughs and goes, don't get cocky. Naruto jumps right at him and goes, and they both go, Rasengan! Boom! And as the Rasengans clash, and makes this massive explosion, Jiraiya gets sent flying instead of Naruto. When Jiraiya lands, and the smoke is massive, everyone that's around the area and just kind of out of visual sight hears the echo and feels the shockwave of this attack that just hit. It's reminiscent to a Hirodora, yeah. It's reminiscent, not fully yet, but it's reminiscent of how powerful that attack was when Guy launches that at Kisame. So when the smoke clears, Naruto gets up and he's standing walking over. He's like, wow, but he's back in base form again. He's done that in the six gate state. And he walks over to Jiraiya, and Jiraiya's kind of clutching his arm that he used the Rasengan on, but he's okay. And Mappa like, are you right, Jiraiya boy? And Jiraiya goes, never better. And as Jiraiya looks up, Naruto's walking over like nothing just happened to him. But, he goes, are you right, Sensei? Sorry, he goes, sorry, I went too far. And Jiraiya kind of like smiles, seeing Naruto's naivety on how powerful he is. And then Jiraiya is so surprised that Naruto is not fatigued by the 6th gate, opening him up that far. He's so surprised. He believes it's the Nine Tails, but he can't corroborate it right now. He's just at awe of the student's massive power. So what happens is Jiraiya trains with Naruto more, and what happens is within that 6 months before Naruto comes back to the Leaf, Jiraiya goes to train at Mount Miyaboku properly into a Master Sage mode, because Lord Fukusaku said Jiraiya pretty much growled Jiraiya for putting him in danger from this attack. Because in the wake of the attack, they did kind of hurt. So Jiraiya wasn't the only one who got hurt. The 2 Sage Toads got hurt too. So what they told Jiraiya was, you need to get your ass back here and train and learn how to do so. So what Naruto does is he convinces Jiraiya for them to go and take at least a good month of training there. So Jiraiya does. He goes there and trains for a month. Naruto stopped doing the Saitama training. He said he'll do it for the whole year. Like at first he thought I should keep doing it to make myself really strong. But what happens is Jiraiya tells Naruto that it's time to learn other kind of jutsus, and Naruto goes, fair enough. So what happens is Naruto learns the basis of nature energy, how to gather nature energy, that's it. He has a mastered nature energy within the time frame of him going to in that month time, so Naruto doesn't have to push to master it like he did in canon, because Jiraiya died, so it pushed him before. And Naruto already has a power that's seemingly incredible. So what happens is Jiraiya masters Sage mode, okay? He masters Sage mode, and it takes him 10 seconds with his eyes closed to get into Sage mode. And what's it called? Perfect Sage mode, so he doesn't need Manpatoed. And knowing that, Naruto got really proficient in his fighting style. He watched how Jiraiya learned how to do Furoku Mute, because Naruto can understand the basis of Sage mode to the point where he can fight using Furoku Mute with his unique style, his unique strength and power. And knowing that Jiraiya, for the next 5 months after that, trains Naruto to get back into their six gate state again. And Naruto within that 5 months does. So that's what happened in Naruto's year, 2.5 years of training. He mastered the Rasengan, one-hand Rasengan, and the giant Rasengan. And not only that, Naruto also mastered his clones, of course. And he pretty much has access fully to the 8 inner gates right now. His max right now is the 6th inner gate right now, and he is permanently stuck in the 1st and 2nd gate. So he has reaction time that's incredible, to the point where his normal reaction time is faster than the Sharingan in essence, and you'll see soon. Okay, so what happens is Jiraiya and Naruto head back to the village, and like in canon, so Naruto is still going to be the same Naruto, okay? The only thing that's changed from him is he just did the Saitama training. He's not going to take it for granted because Naruto wants to be Hokage. He knows that hard work. He doesn't have that complacency like Saitama does. Even though Naruto has become so strong, he knows that there's always a limit that he has to break, and that he's going to have to protect this village, use that power. So he's going to have to stay strong, not be complacent and bored and blah 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 kid. So Naruto's not going to have that same mentality as Saitama does. So yeah. Back towards the canon, Naruto goes back to Hidden Leaf like exactly like normal, and Naruto walks past the guards, and Sakura finds out that Naruto's there. And when Sakura sees Naruto, Naruto still his rambunctious self runs up the power pole, making Jiraiya smile. And Jiraiya thinks when he sees Naruto stand there, he goes, "Yes, you're definitely like your father. If not, you're greater, far more than him. Your father and your mother will be very proud of you, Naruto." He's thinking in his mind, smiling at Naruto. And what happened is Sakura calls out to Naruto, of course, and says hello. Naruto shocked, jumps down, and he gives the same greeting as exactly like in canon. And Jiraiya smiles and says, "You're pretty much an idiot like I am." So what happens is they go off, of course. They go to the Hokage's office where Tsunade meets Naruto, and like how in canon, Tsunade asks Jiraiya, "I hope your training was fruitful." With Naruto, and Jiraiya kind of laughs, wipes his nose, and tells him, "You have no idea, Tsunade." Giggles hard out. Naruto looks at him, Jiraiya smiles, and Tsunade and Sakura look at each other like, "These guys, really?" They think, like, because Tsunade's trained Sakura, of course, come on. And everyone else is back with our canon. Sasuke's with Orochimaru and all that. So all this is where Shippuden starts, okay, guys? So what happens is Kakashi's outside the window, and Naruto and them get introduced to, reintroduced to Kakashi. Naruto gives the book to Kakashi at the same time when Kakashi says "Nani" to the book, and it screams, "Oh my god, make up tactics!" And then, yep, Jiraiya, what happens, Jiraiya? Kakashi leaves, of course, and tells them that they have to go meet up on the training ground. So that stuff still happens. Naruto and Sakura meet up with Kakashi at the training grounds. Jiraiya, but before that, Jiraiya and Kakashi meet up as they're walking. Jiraiya tells Kakashi not to underestimate Naruto. Naruto unintentionally unlocks something that is incredible, to the point where Naruto is a taijutsu genius, if that's the case. And Kakashi goes, "What?" And he goes, "You will see and you'll understand." And Kakashi goes, "Huh? Oh, okay then." And he goes, "Makes me intrigued." And then Jiraiya goes, "You're going to have to use your Sharingan, Kakashi. You really are." Jiraiya places his hand on Kakashi's shoulder and tells him, "Good luck, Kakashi." Jiraiya teleports away, of course, after he says he leaves Naruto in your care, blah 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 blah. And so what happens, Kakashi ponders what Jiraiya deeply says. Ponders what he says, absolutely. And then what happens is, when it comes to the time of them going to train, of course, Naruto and Sakura are standing there. Okay, Naruto had all his interactions with his friends like in canon. When he meets up with everyone, sees Shino for the first time, he sees Buddy Hinata, Kanehamaru, all that still happens in canon. But right now, that's where it right past. Now Naruto and Sakura are standing in the training grounds as older students from the last time they challenged Kakashi. Kakashi looks over and goes, hey guys, I'm not saying, "Are you guys ready for the belt test? Remember this?" And Naruto goes, "Haha, I remember this." And Kakashi goes, "Yeah, well, I was told by Jiraiya Sensei that you have unlocked the power that's quite unique, Naruto. Apparently this makes you like a taijutsu prodigy." And Naruto goes, "Kakashi Sensei thinks of me like that? That's awesome." And Kakashi goes, "Jiraiya Sensei thinks of me like this? That's awesome." And Kakashi goes, "Yeah, Jiraiya thinks like that, but I don't know. I haven't seen nothing to impress me yet, Naruto." Naruto smiles. And Sakura goes, "I've gotten stronger too, Kakashi Sensei, training underneath Lady Tsunade." And Kakashi goes, "Yes, I don't doubt that, Sakura." And Naruto and Sakura look at each other and smile, and kind of give each other like a fist bump to ready themselves. And Kakashi lifts up his eye band. Sakura puts her gloves on. Naruto gets ready. He doesn't do no shadow thing, nothing like in canon. He gets ready to fight Kakashi. And as Kakashi lifts his Sharingan up, lifts his head up and activates his Sharingan, Kakashi goes, "Let's begin." And as that begins, Naruto instantly goes green. The aura of the third gate instantly evaporates around Naruto. His body goes red, which shocks Kakashi and Sakura. And Kakashi's like, "Naruto's in the third gate." Boom! Naruto appears right in front of Kakashi, and he's about to hit Kakashi. Kakashi jumps out of the way, and as Naruto hits the ground, he makes an earthquake reminiscent of what Sakura does when she fights Kakashi. Near similar, Naruto hits the ground, smashing the ground completely. Because Kakashi has the Sharingan, okay? I'm not going to doubt Kakashi's skills and speed. Okay, Kakashi's a phenomenal shinobi, okay? Just to let you guys know that, okay? I'm not doubting him at all. So what happens, Naruto hits the ground, destroys it completely. Sakura's like, huh? And Kakashi lands and it's like, what the hell? When did Naruto learn the 8 gates? Sakura's like, Naruto knows Lee's moves? Naruto stands up, he sees Kakashi, and Kakashi's like, impressive, Naruto. Now I can see why Jiraiya Sensei said about having to actually watch out for you. But what happens? Sakura appears right behind Kakashi, and she goes to go punch him again too. But Kakashi backflips, lands on Sakura's head and backflips off her again. And as that happens, Sakura hits the ground, makes another massive earthquake towards Naruto's direction. Naruto sees this and he instantly blitzes it. Appears right next to Sakura on the other side. And Kakashi is impressed. He's like, "Wow, I see you both have become really strong, eh? Exactly like your Sakura, you're exactly like Tsunade, and Naruto." Well, I didn't know Lord Jiraiya knew the 8 gates. And Naruto goes, well, Jiraiya Sensei didn't teach me this, I accidentally unlocked it myself doing my own form of training. And Kakashi's like, I've done that also, but not at your extent, Naruto, thinking to himself. And Naruto goes to Sakura, he goes, have you noticed yet, Sakura? And he goes, yeah, I've noticed. Naruto makes 5 shadow clones, and they all blitz it at the 3 gates, and Kakashi sees this. And what happens is two of them get decimated by Kakashi, but the other 3 get Kakashi. 2 of them grab Kakashi's arms, and the other one comes in, hits Kakashi in the gut. But what happens? That one turns into a substitution or a clone that was nothing. And Naruto goes, I knew it, and releases the clones in one hand. And Naruto and Sakura look at each other, and he goes, well, if Kakashi's not behind us, left or right, where would it be? And Sakura goes, in the ground. And Sakura goes, ready, Naruto? Naruto goes, yeah, ready. They both go, 3, 2, 1. They both smash the ground. It was a massive earthquake that completely makes Kakashi fly out of the hole. And Kakashi has to regain himself quickly, and he sees Naruto and Sakura coming at him. So what he does Firestar, Fireball Jutsu, shoots it right at Sakura. Naruto grabs a piece of the ground that's on it, chucks it at Sakura. Sakura grabs it and chucks it right at the Fireball boulder, and it completely evaporates the boulder. And what happens? Naruto appears behind Kakashi and kicks Kakashi. Kakashi's able to catch the kick, but it's really, really heavy, making him daydream and reminisce upon the fights with him and Guy. And Kakashi gets sent flying. And he hits the tree and bounces off, but he recovers from the attack, visibly injured though from this. And what happens? Naruto lands on the ground by Sakura. Sakura goes, very impressive, Naruto. And Naruto goes, yeah, you have gone strong, Sakura. I'm impressed. That is great. Sakura goes, thanks, Naruto. And Naruto goes, cool as. Should we kick this up a notch, Sakura? And Kakashi goes, what do you mean by that? And he goes, I'm not even at full power yet, Kakashi Sensei. Kakashi's like, what the hell? Naruto instantly starts to power up like a Dragon Ball in a sense. But it has to power up all the way from 3 to 6 gates instantly. And what happens is Tsunade, Shizune, and Jiraiya are all watching this from afar. Tsunade's shocked, so is Shizune. They're like, Naruto knows this power? And he can push it to that extent? What the hell? What the hell did Jiraiya put him through? Jiraiya's looking at Naruto and saying, he goes, haha, I told Kakashi, I warned you, better watch out for that punch. Looks there, he's looking at Naruto, and Naruto goes, Sakura, ready? Sakura goes, I am ready, Naruto, let's go. And Sakura begins to run, but Naruto's already appears right by Kakashi, right behind Kakashi. Kakashi just noticed Naruto leave a sword in front of him, and he just noticed Naruto behind him. And what happens? Naruto looks at Naruto trying to throw a punch, and Kakashi tries to dodge it, but Naruto appears right on the other side of him, right in front of him. As Kakashi fully turns to look back where Naruto was no longer there. He appears in front of him. Naruto grabs Kakashi on the face, and he runs as fast as he can, chucking Kakashi into the tree as hard as he can. Kakashi hits the tree with so much force that the tree completely breaks in half. Kakashi gets up, rolls on the ground, his right shoulder now completely injured, jumps up, he weaves a hand style, he tries his best to weave a hand sign, of course, hand sign, but it doesn't work at first. And so what Kakashi does is chucks a couple of kunai, jumps out of the way, he gets in a position where he can hide and recover himself, and he gets to that point, he relocates his right shoulder back, because that was the reason why he was injured, and he's visibly injured now. He's starting to breathe and pant from Naruto's attack. The attack really pushed the wind out of him. And then Naruto goes, Kakashi Sensei, you remember this? Naruto begins to remove the weight belts that are around his arms, the weight belt around his waist, and the weight belt around his legs, and it drops on the ground, completely cratering the ground. And Tsunade's like, Naruto was holding that back that whole time. Jiraiya smiles and goes, let's see how this goes. And he kind of gives Sakura a shock that Naruto is this fast, this strong, and was holding back more. And Naruto looks up to Sakura and goes, alright Sakura, and it looks like you barely even moved. And Sakura goes, yeah, well, I tried to take a step, but you're already by Kakashi, sending him flying into a tree the moment I even started moving. And Naruto goes, yeah, sorry about that. And Kakashi is still in the tree recovering. What he does is he waves some signs and he summons his dogs to try and distract Sakura and Naruto enough for him to get some more distance and be able to take them out from afar. But he knows right now Naruto is just insanely strong and fast now, and if you can put your guy at 6 gates and they're strong, Naruto is just so strong. And what happens is Kakashi does these sends his dogs and Palkun and them all annoy Sakura to the point where one of them pisses on Sakura to piss her off. And so what she does is she hits the ground, and what she does after that, she kicks all the boulders towards the dogs, making the dogs run for their lives from all these flying boulders. Naruto's waiting for Kakashi to come out, and yep, like Naruto thinks, Kakashi jumps out, weaves his hand style, and says 5-star fireball jutsu. But Naruto wants to try something, so what he does is he lifts his hands right in front of the 5-star and he activates the Rasengan and powers it up. And as the 5-star hits Naruto's Rasengan, Naruto like air pumps the fireball with the Rasengan, and it completely evaporates the 5-star and pretty much makes like a form of barrier that knocks the 5-star into nothing. And Naruto's like, interesting. Jiraiya's like, very good use of the shine of your Rasengan, Naruto. Kakashi's like, impressive, Naruto. You're very impressive. Pretty punting Naruto goes, like, you look tired there, Kakashi Sensei. Do you think you can keep going like this? And Kakashi goes, well, if I know the inner 8 gates, Naruto, your body won't be able to handle their power for too long. And Naruto goes, you may think so, right, Jiraiya? Right, Kakashi Sensei? But Jiraiya Sensei told me that I stayed in this form for a good 6 hours. No loss at all, chakra or anything like that. And Kakashi was so shocked. Yeah, Naruto could stay in this long. And he goes, why did you stay this long? And he goes, well, Jiraiya Sensei was in perfect sage mode. And he pushed me to the point where I had to stay this way. You mean train hardcore Mount Miyabuku? He was in sage mode and I was in this form. He pushed me day in, day out for the last 5 months of our training. And Kakashi's like, what the hell? Sakura's shocked, like, what the hell? Naruto goes, I love to continue this, Kakashi Sensei, but I want to see how strong I fully have gotten with you, okay, Kakashi Sensei? So really, I am going to now go full power on you. And Kakashi goes, okay, then Naruto. What he does, Kakashi lands on the ground, waves his signs as fast as he can, and he does water style, water dragon jutsu. And what happens is Naruto lets the water dragon engulf him. And as it engulfs him, Naruto has their same kind of expression like Saitama does, where nothing really phases him, which kind of makes Naruto giggle. Has a smiley face, and what he does, he jumps back on the water and appears on top of the water to Kakashi and Sakura shock. And Naruto tells Sakura to distract him. Sakura picks up a tree and chucks it right at Kakashi. Kakashi just dodges it, of course, and Naruto speed blitzes Kakashi. And what happens is Naruto grabs Kakashi and grabs one of Kakashi's legs, picks Kakashi up and slams him on the ground. Pretty much does what the Hulk does to Loki, smashes Kakashi on the ground backwards and forth. But what happens is, as Naruto does the final smash to end Kakashi fully in the fight, Kakashi disperses into a log and comes at Naruto from the back to go attack Naruto. And as he puts the kunai into Naruto's back, Naruto smiles and says, Kakashi. And Kakashi goes, why? And he goes, I have learnt, Kakashi Sensei, smiles, and poof, Shadow Code dissipates. And right in front of Kakashi stands a Naruto with a blue aura standing right in front of him. And Kakashi's shocked, because the last time he saw this power was Guy. And what happens is Naruto's in the 7th gate. He instantly appears right by Kakashi and hits Kakashi right in the gut. And this punch alone overwhelms Kakashi to the point where he blacks out from the pain. But as Kakashi is falling, Naruto rips the bells off Kakashi, chucks the bells to Sakura, and he instantly powers down to base, or back to the 2 base state. And what happens is Tsunade is so impressed Naruto did that. Shizune is shocked that Naruto did that. And Kakashi knew that Naruto could do that. He was quite proud of his student. He was like, It looks like Tsunade says you should be proud of your student too. So that's where I'm going to leave that part where Kakashi. Then Kakashi passes him, of course, after he recovers. Tsunade personally heals Kakashi from this attack. His pride's kind of destroyed, but at the same time amplified as well. That he knows that he needs to pretty much show Naruto off the guy and see if Naruto could take on Lee and Neji. This is Kakashi's plan anyway, to see if Naruto's taijutsu is up to their scratch in sense of their techniques, because Naruto exhibited mean power. So what happens is Kakashi, they get branded Team Kakashi and they get ready for their missions. Now, as that was happening back in the Kazekage, well, the land of wind, what's it called? Gaara is fighting Deidara, and like in canon, he gets captured and gets taken, and Konkuro goes after. So that's where that's going to be. So that's where I want to leave it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this what if. I'd like to say one thing. I apologize to all of you guys that were listening to my last video, my what if Naruto was raped by Danzo part 2, and it was the audio was crap. If you want me to, guys, I can re-upload that again, redo it properly and re-upload that for you guys. I apologize in advance. I actually didn't realize how bad the audio was there, and I'll try to do better next time. Okay, guys. So yeah, and I'd like to thank each and every one of you guys for getting me to 1,000 subs. I've reached this year's goal. Thank you guys so much. You guys are amazing. I love you all. You guys are great. Okay. So yeah, I hope you guys like this new part, this new Naruto what if. This is the what if that I've been trying to figure out for a long time, actually, how I was going to incorporate this into the Narutoverse. And I hope you like my incorporation of the inner eight gates of being Naruto's source of absolute power, like how the Saitama does. Okay, guys? And so, yeah, but I'm going to also state that the training that Naruto doesn't work for everyone, okay? Pretty much only works for Naruto because he has the 9 tails and he has a goal to beat Sasuke, okay? So let me just state that right now, okay? This is, if you guys have any other differences, please let me know in the comment section below, okay? And I hope you guys just, in general, just like watching this video, because it's really, because I'm gonna make more parts of this, okay? Because I like this sort of. And I'm gonna continue next with the reincarnation of Naruto, being the Sage's past reincarnation, and not only that, the how Naruto obtained Sasuke's Sharingan, okay? I'm gonna do the next parts of those ones as well. And then the 10 Tails ones after that, but I'm still going to bring out, not only that, I'm going to bring out the Attack on Titan one too, okay guys? But yeah, that's me, this is Dr. Kau, gratefully saying thank you and peace.